Hey, what's up? Welcome. Out here on a beautiful day in lovely Austin, which you can see behind me right there, growing like gangbusters. But I wanted to share with you guys today a quick flow, just a nice hip opener, leg strengthener. You can never really get strong of legs, I think. So we're going to kind of work on that a little bit. So let's get started. Let's go ahead and begin just standing comfortably, wherever you are, in front of your mat. We're going to bring hands on our hips, feet about hip distance apart, and begin just kind of bending your knees and feel your butt sit back. So I want to focus on really getting those femurs, right, the leg bones, plugged into the hip sockets. So the way we do that is by feeling our sit bones. So you can bring your hands back there if you want and feel for those two bony parts of the lower part of the hips. Those are sit bones. We're going to feel our hips jut back. Let your butt sit back. Push the butt bones towards back of the room. So really let your butt push back. That's the sensation you're going to feel of the femurs plugging into the hip sockets. Now you might even push back a little bit so that you feel your sit bones kind of press apart. That's really going to activate there. Now, hands on our hips, can you start to feel some movement in the pelvis? Now, this is some tricky stuff here. We got some deep action here, but notice kind of the way your pelvis can move a little bit. It's a little funky up in there. Move it around. What we're feeling there is the psoas activating. So what we're going to do is kind of feel tailbone tucking, which is the same as psoas activating and lift the as is, those 2 points at the front of the hips. So we're sitting deep, we're keeping the hip sit bones back. Don't let your hips jut forward. And I know it's easier, but we're going to keep that sitting back, strengthening your legs. Now, roll in your belly, lower ribs thread together as though you're zipping up a tight coat, and then keep your heart lifted. Shoulders drop back. Just kind of feel that for a moment. Feel the energy pushing back and down through the sits bones, back and wide. Feel that energizing back and down. Lift your heart up and away. Shoulders can draw back. Good. Now reach your arms to the sky. Stretch up. Inhale. Good. Knees bend. Fold yourself all the way down. Relax your neck and spine. If you want, sway it out a little side to side. Keep the knees bent. Keep the sits bones back in place and space. But just let your body soften. Sway out the spine. Decompress. Upper body, shoulders, neck. Breathe deep. Good. Next inhale, let's wave halfway up from the core. Come on, fingertips on the shins or the floor, but open your heart. Feel that straightening of the spine. Good. Set your fingertips down to the earth. Let's step back. And if you can, try to keep the fingertips on the floor. This is really going to strengthen your forearms and your wrists to a down dog. Now, begin to slide those hands down. Oh my God, this is totally sticky plant right here. Slide down to inner knuckles and then the palms. Good. Relax your neck and head. Maybe bend one knee at a time to help open up the legs and hips. Keep breathing deep and slow. Use that Mula Bandha breath. Good. Now both legs roll long. Let's take right leg back up to the sky. Take a deep breath, stretch up. I found a really sticky patch. I'm going to move real quick. Hold, just come back and down dog. You're good. Much better. Okay, so, where were we? You got that down dog. Relax your neck and spine. Feel that tractioning of the spine as you relax your neck. Good. Now take the right leg up to the sky behind you. Inhale. You can bend everything a little bit as you scoop knee to nose. Come over the wrist and push the floor away. Arms straight. Lift the hips as high as you can. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, bend it all, scoop knee to nose, and push, lift the hips up. Inhale, back. One more time. Exhale, bend it all, scoop knee to nose, push, lift the hips. Step now, right foot to right thumb. Wave your spine long, decompress. We're gonna bend that back knee a lot, so 3 or 4 inches off the floor, so you have some play in the hips. Take a deep breath. Exhale, push through both feet, roll in through the middle, right through the middle. Roll your spine in nice and slow. Bend the elbows, shoulders set back, arms unfurl, stretch to the sky. Now push that back leg a little straighter if you want. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to do fists of fire. Pull them back, lift your heart. Squeeze up the heart, squeeze up the Mula Bandha. Inhale. Exhale, fists of fire. Squeeze from the root. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze up. Good. One more time, inhale. This time I'm going to exhale, squeeze, and shift our weight forward and see if you can pull that knee up into your chest. Fantastic. And then step it back behind you. One more time, inhale, arms up. Exhale, bring hands softly to the floor. Set those hands, fingers, knuckles, palms. Come back to plank. Inhale. You could bring your knees down if you want, or chaturanga slowly. Keep the shoulders above the wrists, up dog or cobra, inhale. And then lift from your belly softly back to down dog. From down dog, calm your breath. Maybe bend one knee at a time. Relax your spine. From down dog, let's bring our feet together. Big toes and heels touching. Gaze between your thumbs. Bend those elbows straight back, now to the sides. Bend the knees, inhale. Exhale, we can pulse, squeeze up over the wrist, lift your hips up. Give a few of those or some little hops. And eventually, let's end up between our hands at the front of your mat. Wave your spine long, inhale. Exhale, fold it out. Bend the knees, soften your spine, sway a little side to side. Big toes touching, heels slightly apart, bend the knees. Again, sits bones, tuck back in space, bend the knees, inhale. Keep bending, exhale, roll in that chair. Nice and slow. Bend the elbows, arms unfurl. Take a deep breath, stretch. Exhale, fold all the way back down. Over your legs, relax your neck. Wave your spine up halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold, step or hop back to your down dog. Fantastic, left leg floats up to the sky, inhale. You can bend it all, scoop that knee to nose and push the floor, lift your hips, lift your shoulders, inhale, back and up. Exhale, bend it all, scoop knee to nose and push away, lift your hips up. Inhale, back and high. One more time, let's bend everything, scoop it in, lift up, and now step your foot to thumb, wave your spine long, inhale. Once again, bend that back knee, create some play and space in your hips. Exhale, pushing down, roll in from the belly. Nice and slow, bend the elbows, shoulders back, arms unfurl. Then begin to push your back leg a little straighter if you want. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fist of fire, squeeze in from the root, lift your heart. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, powerful. Relax the belly. Relax your hips. Exhale, squeeze it in. One more, inhale up. This time, exhale, lean forward. Bring the weight to left foot and see if you can float the right knee up to your chest. Let's float back behind us. One more, inhale, arms up. Exhale, set your fingers, knuckles, palms, Gecko Asana. Step back to plank and vinyasa at your own pace. Either up dog or cobra. Find your way back to down dog. Spread those fingers, heels sink down, take a deep breath, fill up. Open your mouth, tongue out, let it go. Again, feet together, big toes and heels. Gazing forward, bend the elbows, bend the knees, pulse, hop, float, find your way up between the hands. Wave your spine, inhale. Exhale, fold it deep again. Bend the knees, sits bones back, inhale. Keep your sits bones tied back in space. Exhale, begin to roll up. This time, bring your knee with you. Karate Kid Asana, shoulders back, arms up, inhale. Now take the ankle onto your thigh, open the right knee to the right, and begin to sit your butt back even more. Use the breath to inhale, create space, opening, lengthen. Exhale, go a little bit deeper. Push your butt towards back of the room. Inhale. Exhale, push the butt back, coming down. Eventually, you might even start to feel your elbows come into your shin. Could happen. And then we can gently bring our fingers to the floor when you're ready. Keep the ankle where it is, but now let your sits bones angle up towards the sky as your left leg grows straighter. You fold, one-legged forward fold. Relax your neck and spine and breathe deep for a moment. Slow, deep breaths. Releasing, decompressing. Again, we'll keep those sits bones tied back, this secondary foundation. Bend the standing leg, begin to roll your spine in. And now let's take this ankle, so grab your right foot, keep carrying it up with you and see if you can tuck the razor's outer edge to your inner left hip crease. So really try to get it into that hip crease. Fantastic, and we'll still stand a little taller, coming towards tree. Left hand may continue to hold that left foot, and you could extend right arm up towards the sky. You could also bring both arms up if you want. Try to keep actively growing taller. Or challenge, if you kept that left hand on your foot, you could even tuck the right arm back behind and even yogi toe lock your right big toe like this. That might or might not happen today. Keep that right knee angling down, heart lifting up. Deep breaths here for a few moments. Just relaxing into it as best you can. Now, from here, we're going to start to bend the left knee. Keep that foot anchored up to the hip crease, but let your fingertips softly flow back down to the earth. Relax your neck and spine. But here's the fun part. We're going to begin to play with some flowering half moon. So, right knee begins to pull up towards the sky, just as it is. what you're feeling is your right hip opening up over your left hip. That right foot is going to begin to drag against your inner left thigh, and you feel like it's beginning to, almost like it's starting to pull up and out, like you're going to pull off the thigh. Come up as far as you can there without it slipping off, and then as you're ready, unfurl the right arm up to the sky. Breathe deep into that beautiful, fantastic inner thigh stretch. Oops, slow, deep breaths where you are, opening it up. Very nice. I'm going to bend, soften everything. Take that right hand onto your foot and softly release it. And then let's float back up to a regular half moon. Opening it all up nice and wide. Really express out. Take a deep breath. Exhale, release and bend both knees. Bring both feet to the floor. Sway a little side to side. Let go of any tension or tightness. Take a really deep breath in through your nose. Inhale. Open your mouth, tongue out, let it go. Let it out. Good. Got our big toes close together, touching. Bend those knees, sits bones back. Inhale. Exhale, begin to press down and roll your spine in. This time, left knee is going to slowly travel with us. Nice and slow, bend the elbows out, shoulders set back. Arms up, take the ankle and your thigh, flex your left foot. Open the left knee, palms, come back to heart. Let's start to again, feel both sits bones magnetically drawn towards the back of the room. Inhales, create some space. Exhales, go a little deeper. Inhale, space, open, lengthen. Exhale, sit into it. Eventually you might feel those elbows start to come into your front shin, but keep that spaciousness. Lengthening through your waist, through sits bones. Take a deep breath. When you're ready, fingertips are now going to softly flow down, and we start to sit our butt up to the sky by straightening your right leg as much as you can. Relax your upper body, your neck, your shoulders and back. Butt up, head down, breathe deep. I think that's a song or something. I don't know. Or a chord thing. Keep breathing, relaxing your neck and spine, your back, shoulders. You can kind of roll your shoulders around a little bit if they're feeling tight. Nice, guys. Now we're going to bend our right knee a little bit still, so we keep that foundation. Start to press down and roll your spine slowly back in and up. As we come up, our hands carry on to the left foot and begin to carry it back up with us to tuck into now your inner right hip crease. As best you can, get the outer edge of your foot angled into that hip crease, more or less. Your body may be a different shape than mine, that's fine. But keep that as best you can. Now keep holding the foot if you want. Unfurl. You may like to play with both arms going up. Or again, if you did it on the other side, you could try that bind. So I like to really stretch that arm back behind as much as I can. You can even bend, you're standing a little bit to get that bind. But eventually, just try to grow as straight as you can there. So standing leg long, left knee down, heart angled forward, slow, deep breaths. Just breathe here, coming a little straighter, pushing the hips, opening the heart. Very nice. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let's start to bend. Okay, so we're going to release and bring both fingertips to the floor. Bend a little bit first. And we're going to keep that outer right foot on the inner thigh, but let your left knee begin to slowly pull up and back away from your right thigh. Feel your left foot dragging up and back across the inner thigh as you feel that beautiful stretch in your inner hip, in your inner thigh, as well as the QL and waist. And then left arm up when you're ready for some flowering half moon. Play with that edge, open your heart, breathe into it, full deep breaths. Got this, guys. Beautiful. See if you can keep the balance now as we bend our standing leg. Left hand can reach down and softly free up the left foot, and then reopen full flower to that full half moon. Expressive opening, and breathe for a few moments. Powerful breaths. Come into it. Lift. And let's exhale. Gently bend. Replace both feet to the front of the mat and soften your outer body. Fold. Sway a little side to side. Keep the knees bending, let your body release. Out tension there. Very nice. Heel toe our feet a little bit wider towards the edges of the mat. And keeping the toes out, heels in, begin to bend your knees and softly sit back, Malasana. Elbows pressing out the knees, palms together, bring your thumbs in towards your heart, heart out towards your thumbs. Take a deep breath. Good. Exhale now, we're gonna straighten the legs, but as you do, turn your heels out, toes in, forward fold, and just relax your neck and spine. Hang loose, Uttanasana. Good. Now let's again bend the knees, heels in, toes out, sit your butt back, elbows inside the knees, lift your heart, inhale. Exhale, butt up, legs straight, relax your neck and spine, hang loose. Very nice. Now let's heel toe our feet back in towards each other. I'm gonna play again a little more, so big toes touching, bend the knees a lot, butt back, inhale. Exhale, roll into chair. Let's bring our right knee with us once again, little Karate Kid, ankle on your thigh, palms to heart. Now, I'm gonna sit back, so really plug your thighs in first. Take the ankle, bring your foot up as high as you can to the inner hip crease and sit a little deeper. So here's the fun part. You wanna really get some strong legs, sit deeper. And let's see, challenge, can you slowly, maybe fingers to the floor, keep sitting down and let the left heel lift right in between your glutes, right between your butt. So it's on the perineum there. We're gonna play with some horse stance for a moment. This is a fun balance, okay? So, got this ankle on my inner thigh. One hand at a time begins to lift. Maybe you start with just one hand today, that's fine. Feel the balance point. Play with it. And be patient. Know that there's no hurry here. We're just kind of playing around. You fall, you can laugh it off, who cares? But, you know, you start to get towards that balance point eventually. Take another deep breath. Woo, and we're going to softly now sit our butt back down to the earth. Very nice. Okay, so here's the fun flip. I just figured this out the other day. It's really cool. We're going to now keep the ankle on your inner thigh, bring your left knee down to the floor, and let your right foot ground outside that thigh. Ooh, didn't expect that, did you? Both sits bones on the floor, that's 2, remember. If you don't feel both sits bones on the floor, extend your left leg out straight. Let's go ahead and do that anyway, shall we? This is a great twist, even with your legs straight. So everyone, bring that left leg straight, okay? Right hand goes flat down behind your spine. Left arm is gonna unfurl to the sky. Take a deep breath, fill up, grow long. Exhale, now we can wrap arm around the front of the knee. Let's try that. Keep your heart lifted as high as you can and twist, gazing out over your right shoulder. Slow, deep breaths. If it suits you to keep the elbow outside the knee, that's available as well. Either way, use the deepest breath you can here. Stay in it. With each inhale, grow a little taller. With each exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Try to get your right hand flat on the floor, but keep that heart lifting. Take one more deep breath. Exhale, we can release around. If you want a little counter twist on the other side, go for it. Inhale. Back to center then. Let's go ahead and drop our knee out to the side. It's hot. It's hot in here in Austin. Right knee's gonna drop out. We're gonna take our right foot. Now either tight to the inside of your inner thigh and hip, or half lotus again. Either way, let's try it. Gazing out over that left leg. Check it out. If you're feeling tight at all, just bend your left knee a little bit. Again, same thing. If you're feeling tight, keep the foot on the floor inside your thigh. All these different options, just know your body, okay? Unfurl arms. This guy, take a deep breath, fill up and stretch. As you exhale, fold softly down over your leg. Hands can grab calf, ankle, or toes. If you'd like to grow that leg a little straighter, if that feels comfortable for you, go for it. But breathe, slow, deep breaths, inviting each breath into your belly and pelvis to actually lengthen, open your spine. Exhale, just fold yourself a little bit deeper. Relax your neck and spine. Breathe the deepest breath you can. Try to deepen your breath a little more. Relaxing neck and shoulders, face and jaw. Good. One more deep breath. And exhaling, release your hands. Let's today push out past the foot as far as you can, and from that psoas, from the core, lift up to the sky, stretch up, inhale. Good. Right hand comes flat down behind you. Point the left toes away. Swim left arm up and back. Come on to the right knee, lift your hips up. Lift up, lift up. Stargazer. Inhale. Exhale, bring it softly back down to the earth. Oh my gosh, great job, guys. Cross the ankles, tuck them into your body. Hands come in front of you. Let's set the fingers, knuckles, palms. And then rock over your ankles, step, hop, or float back. If you want a vinyasa, go for it. Or just meet us in down dog. Relax your neck and spine, heels to the floor. Bring those feet together one more time. I'm gonna do a little jump forward, a little Lakshmi kick, bend the elbows, bend the knee, Shakti kick, inhale. Exhale, pulse, hop, step, float, whatever. Get yourself up between the hands. Relax your neck and spine, hang loose. Bend the knees deeply, take a deep breath in. Exhale, press, roll yourself into the chair. Keep the butt sitting back, anchored in space. Arms unfurl, stretch it up all the way, inhale. Okay, let's bring our left knee this time. Sorry. We've got our left knee, come up with us. And take ankle on your thigh, open the knee to the side. Take a deep breath, push your butt back. Good, let's take that hand, pull the ankle up tight into the inner hip crease. Keep your butt sitting back, nice and deep. Go as deep as you can here. When you need to, bring the fingers to the floor, and then let your heel lift into the glutes, right in between there. Find your balance point. See if you can stay there, breathing deep. Begin to maybe take the left hand outside of your left thigh. Good. And again, play around with it. Maybe today one hand comes to the heart. Begin to still your body a little bit. Maybe eventually you start to find a place where both hands can come to your heart. And the car alarm continues. This is external. This is the outer influence of the world. It can affect you, or you can stay focused. Stay with that clarity, Let it wash over you and know that there's no reason to react. Nothing I can do about it anyway. Okay, good. So from here, let's slowly sit your butt back to the floor, and just like before, we're going to softly lay that right knee down and take your left foot on the ground as well. Both sits bones on the earth. Okay, so we're going to extend that right leg out straight. Take your left hand flat down behind you. Right arm comes up to the sky, inhale. Exhale, wrap the elbow around the front of the knee, lift your heart up and twist. Again, keep the spine as straight and tall as you can. Chin gazing out over the left shoulder. Use the deepest breath to create space and length between every vertebra. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper, left hand flattening. If you did the elbow outside the knee, that's okay too, either way. Breathe deep. Awesome detoxing of the spine. Keep going a little more. And when you're ready, exhale, release around. If you want, counter twist the other side. Take a deep breath. Bring it back to center now. Let's let the knee drop to the side. Once again, you might tuck the foot into that hip crease, little half lotus there. Or you could bring your foot inside your thigh. Bend up the knee if you want. Arms unfurled. Take a deep breath. Grow long. Exhale, fold over your leg, softly grabbing ankle, calf, or toes. Breathe the deepest breath. Maybe that leg grows a little straighter, starts to play your edge. Use the breath to naturally expand all the way down through the hips, the belly, up through the chest to grow your spine. Exhale, fold it a little bit deeper, relaxing neck, shoulders back. How deep can you breathe here? Take one more deep, full breath. Feel that opening stretch from the inside. And exhale, release. Push out as far as you can. Lift up to the sky. Take now left hand flat down. Point the right toes. Lift up on the left knee. Hips up to the sky. Arm unfurls. Reach up, stretch up, stargazer. Take a deep breath. And exhale back to the earth. Fantastic, guys. Scooch to the middle of your mat. Caving in, roll gently back on your back, legs apart, arms apart, palms up for some final relaxation here. So relax on the floor, totally relax for a few moments. Take at least a couple minutes if you can to just chill out and soften everything, letting go. Or continue with your practice or your day. I thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day. Namaste. Cut. Jesus, is it anthill? Just like before, I'm going to softly lay that right knee down and take your left foot on the ground as well. Both sits bones on the earth. Let's pause.